MP,
what's going
great
on,
to
man?
finally meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. Hey, I read the article about you in the Pen Down. You're one data-obsessed cat, man.
Well, you can never have too much data. I'm glad you came. Look, this Shep thing, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. We're going to need to put in some work to make sure it doesn't have a negative impact on the start of your career.
Okay, yeah, so just like work hard, play well, make people forget Shep ever existed.
Yes and no. Let's say we put you in the starting lineup tomorrow and you stumble a little bit. Normally, no big deal. But 68% of our fans wanted Shep, and of that 68%, 95% have a highly unfavorable opinion of you.
Okay, so that's basically corporate speak for they hate my guts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which means it becomes a story. Papers in this town are out for blood. I'm sure you saw the top take segment.
Oh, I did.
Okay, look, there's no reason to think that you're not going to take off right out of the gate. But any hiccup in your play, and we've got a distraction on our hands. It's bad for your growth, bad for team chemistry, and it makes Phil Boyer look bad. He stuck his neck out for you on draft night.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Glad you asked. We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy to win their affection.
Okay, it sounds like my playing time is based on what? If I can make the fans like me or not?
I know, it's ridiculous, but everything's connected.
Okay.
If we don't deal with this in a holistic manner, it could affect the bottom line. When the bottom line's affected, governors aren't happy. And when the governors aren't happy, nobody's happy.
I just want to be a pillar in the community. So if we can make that happen as part of that, I'm in. I don't want to do a bunch of PR fluff, though.
Same page, 100%.
Okay.
And I've already talked to your team about all of this. Impressive group of people, by the way. And they're going to take the lead on it. But my door is always open.
Freddie, I really appreciate your transparency, man.
I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Believe me, it's an honor to work with someone as talented as UMP. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish together.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. Both qualities like to see in a draft pick. But you already knew that. Let me show you the locker room.
Let's do it.
So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Your locker's over there.
The one with my name on it, right?
Quick study. We put the starter's name on the whiteboard over here before every game. Coach likes to keep things regular, but obviously injuries happen. People perform or they don't, so it'll change from time to time.
All right, well, hopefully it changes sooner rather than later.
You keep doing the right things, you'll be there sooner than you think.
Hey, that's the plan.
All right, hey, come on, let me show you my office. Come on in.
Cool.
Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped, man. You got no idea.
Like I said, we wanted to see how you performed under pressure, so we put a lot of weight in your performance in the Summer League Championship.
Yeah, you were very clear about that.
Communication is super important in this organization, so I am glad to hear you say that. And I'm also glad to let you know that you'll be our sixth man to start the season.
Sixth man? Okay, can't be mad at that.
I thought you'd be a little higher in the joy scale than can't be mad at that.
Joy scale? Coach, you a life coach on the side? Getting a little pocket money there?
Yeah, I joke when I'm upset, too.
I'm not upset. It's just I haven't come off the bench since my freshman year of college. And before that, never, really.
I get that. But sixth man at this level is a big responsibility. People have long careers in that role, and you haven't even played a game yet.
I feel you. I feel you, man. It's just I have high expectations for myself, and I'm not exactly at a 10 on the joy scale just yet.
I get it. 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're not competing to be the best here, what are we doing?
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get dressed, you know where your locker is, and once you're ready to head to the court, it's the tunnel across from the locker room. Any questions?
Ah, Coach, I'm ready. Let's get it.
See you out there.
Confetti comes with championships, so let's see if you can answer this one. Who was the last NBA team to win a championship on their home court?
Was it the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Los Angeles Lakers, or the Toronto Raptors? If you guessed the Milwaukee Bucks, then you...
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Charlotte Hornets. At forward, P.J. Washington. At forward, Gordon Hayward. At center, Mason Plumlee. At guard, Terry Rozier III. At guard, LaMelo Ball. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Clifford. It's time to introduce the starting five for your San Antonio Spurs. 6'6". At forward, number 34, Stanley Johnson. '6'1" guard, number 33, Trey Jones. 7'1" center, number 25, Jakob Pocetak. 6'5", at forward, number 3, Keldon Johnson. 6'5" forward, number 24, Devin Vassell. Your San Antonio Spurs head coach, Greg Popovich. Let's hear it for your San Antonio Spurs.
Welcome, everyone. Here it is at long last. It's the start of the NBA regular season. I know everyone's just as excited as we are here on 2K Sports to get things underway. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, B.A. Well, tonight the debut for the 18th overall pick in the draft, MP. The pick was contested, to say the least, as the boos rained down on the rookie. But MP has vowed to win the fans over, and that quest starts for him right now. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Well, the fans were a bit brutal when MP was selected, Grant.
You know, B.A., fans sometimes can get pretty emotional on draft night, but they took it to a whole nother level when MP was selected.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Rozier out on the wing with Hayward. Washington and Plumlee patrol the paint. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for the Spurs, at the 2 and the 3, it's Vassell and Johnson. Johnson is out there with Jakob Pocetak. And it's Jones in at the 1.
You have to admit, these are not the San Antonio Spurs of old. They're going through some growing pains right now, but you can already see that progress is being made.
And the Spurs start out with look for San Antonio. Collins, he's checked in for Poeltl. Bates Diop comes in for Johnson. And Richardson subbed in for Vassell. This Spurs squad, Richard, is doing a lot with the pieces they have right now.
And that's just proof that their system works. Not that we needed any more after the last 20-plus years. They take young talent and they turn them into future stars, making sure that the franchise has a strong foundation that they can build on.
That's certainly a great history and legacy. 6 to shoot. Here's Richardson. And he buries his first look. And the replay of that slashing drive to the hoop, courtesy of Mobile One.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Here's Ball, and he sinks the 11-footer. Ball's got 5 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Bates Diop. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Hayward outside. Pass to Speedy. Here's Oubre. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Bates Diop. Guarded by Hayward. Now here's Johnson. Bates Diop attacks. Ball with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Pass to Speedy. Out left to the wing. Floats one up, and it's laid up and in by Plumlee. And now it's a 7-point Hornet lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
To the wing, right side. Here's Bates Diop. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Richardson's got space. San Antonio again missing.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Jones after the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Bates Diop on the wing. Jones
picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much coach trusts him to not get that third.
And the Spurs with some changes. McDermott's checked in for Johnson, and it's Vassell in for Jones. McDaniels is checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Smith. Plumlee against Collins. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
That's good from Plumlee. Well, Grant, everyone is excited for this season opening contest. That includes the fans, but even more so the players.
Well, there's nothing like a season opening contest. Yeah, both teams would love to kick things off with a big win. So expect to see them giving their all on the floor here tonight.
Bates Diop can't get it to go.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Oubre. They get it again. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Doug McDermott.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Hornets. It's clear Charlotte has the pieces in place to make noise in the league for years to come.
Yeah, no question, B.A. They've got one of the best young rosters in the NBA. And they're balanced. They play tremendous team basketball. Fun to watch.
Jang, he's checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Richardson to the middle. Can they get it? Jang gets the bucket.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Oubre. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Now McDermott. And there's the call on Mason Plumlee. That's his first foul. Martin, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Third team foul.
So it's San Antonio now. It's a 13-point game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
We're seeing some rapid improvement from Devin Vassell. His numbers are ticking up year over year, and that's across most categories.
Second free throw, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Speedy. To the paint. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now here's Vassell. Give him 8 points now. Outside Richardson. Clock at 6. Back to Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Down low. Here's Martin. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Hornets lead by 16. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Hornets out in front, up by 16. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Please give a big round of applause for yours.
And if you're just tuning San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Collins, he's checked in for Pirtle. Bates Diop comes in for Jang. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for McDermott. And Richardson subbed in for Vassell. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Kelly Oubre. Mason Plumlee out there with McDaniels. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Speedy in at the 2.
Man, good whistle there. You know, guys, there's one thing that may have hurt the Hornets the past few seasons. A lack of playoff experience among their core players.
So he gets them both. And of the Hornets' top 5 scorers last season, 3 have never been to the playoffs.
And B.A., that can be tough when the pressure's on. They've gotten blown out in play-in games each of the last 2 seasons. But with all their talent, they should be in the postseason soon enough.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
With the lead they have, you might think they'd start to settle, but they are still going at the rim strong.
Now here's Richardson. Pass to Collins. Johnson against Oubre. Releases. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Count that bucket.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Bates Diop. And here's Richardson. Outside Jones. And it's rejected. Here's Speedy. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie.
And we've seen the Spurs part ways with some of their best veterans. It really speaks to the talent at the top of the 2023 NBA draft. Savvy organizations like San Antonio will time their rebuilds to the years when the draft boasts some of those elite prospects.
And the Hornets making a change here. Maladone's checked in. And so Oubre nails them both. The Spurs have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. here's Richardson. Tight defense on him. And the shot goes. Well, Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
19-footer. It doesn't go for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. There's a minute 54 left in the half. And they're able to recover. Goes back up. Hornets with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Speedy. Gets stolen by Johnson. Outside Jones. Johnson with it. Out of bounds. It'll be Hornets ball.
Hornets ball.
Charlotte is shooting at just 26% in the second. Here's McDaniels. Here's Speedy. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Richardson. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. And for the Hornets, they're shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Here's Speedy. Collins defending. Speedy can't hit. And the Spurs shooting just around 39% in the second quarter. Looking to get back on track. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Maledon. Pass to McDaniels. Over Johnson. No good off the glass. Johnson against Oubre. And the shot goes down. Johnson's got 5 points.
Nice move by Johnson. He is solid off the dribble.
Here's Maledon. Over Jones. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Charlotte in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Charlotte, number 91. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Well, we've seen coaches' challenges introduced to the NBA. I think they've been great. What's your take, RJ?
Well, the league does a really good job of working with the replay center in Secaucus, but there's one tweak. If you win your challenge, I feel like you should get a second one. That's just in my opinion.
Man, I agree 100%. And he comes up with a bucket. Diop's got 7 points for the quarter.
And this offensive surge is just what they needed right now.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Vassell, right side. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And Charlotte's shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. To the inside. Here's Washington. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Look, no matter where Josh Richardson goes, his shooting ability follows. Lots of destinations in his young career, but it hasn't seemed to phase him. That's called being a professional.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. You know, Josh Richardson, he really knows how to score, Richard.
Oh, that's definitely a role player you'd love to have. He shoots the 3-ball, plays tough inside. He can even facilitate a little bit. He's got tons of playing time under his belt.
Pass to Speedy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Oubre from the arc. He buries it from 3. Oubre's got 10.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Collins passes to Richardson. To the left wing. Here's Jang. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. Jang's gotten his second bucket.
Maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
They just committed too many fouls. While you don't want to give up easy looks, you also don't want to give away points. It's been a non-stop parade to the free throw line.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Richardson. Maladone's checked in for Charlotte. A minute 37 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Left side McDaniels. Here's Washington. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Hornets, P.J. Washington taking 2 shots.
And so Washington nails both of them. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Vassell outside. Johnson passes to Vassell. And the layup is good off the glass. Vassell's got 6 here in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Maladon, defended by Jones. Outside Oubre. Excellent D there from Collins.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
The offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes. Johnson's got 7 points.
Fighting down low, big fella Johnson with some hustle points.
Pass to Speedy. Back to Maladon. Up and in on the layup. And the Hornets lead by 15.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Jones. On the wing, Vassell. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And the Hornets making a change here. Here's Maladon. The layup misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Hornets up by 12. And we'll be back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Substitution on the court.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Hornets, At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Speedy in at the 2. Out to the right wing. Johnson passes to Vassell. Here's Pirtle. And Speedy clears it away.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Fires for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Plumlee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Pirtle, the pass to Jones, and he gets the bucket.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive. Charlotte's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Ball with it. He's picked up by Jones. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. And for San Antonio, they're shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Back to Vassell. Grant, you look at the playoffs last year. I mean, a lot of big-name stars struggled to deliver. Is that every year, or you think that was an anomaly?
You know, BA, I think it was a bit of an anomaly. I mean, I think you think what's happened in the league in the last few years with the bubble and then the restart last season, there's been a lot of basketball played, and I think it's impacted a lot of players. So I think moving forward, we'll get back to a level of normalcy with the rest and recovery of the offseason, and big-name stars will continue to excel and thrive in the years to come.
The Hornets have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the 4th quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Even as a forward, Gordon Hayward can run the offense.
Hey, B.A., he is a tremendous passer. Hayward's averaged over 5 assists a game during the season. Having Gordon in the front court really helps with ball movement.
Both free throws good from Hayward.
And what I appreciate about Gordon is he's a fighter, working his way back from that devastating leg injury in 2017. Still a solid contributor.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Jones. Shoots over ball. Here's Pirtle. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Mason Plumlee.
That one misses for Pirtle. And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA, it really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Pass to Johnson. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
A nice shot by Speedy.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Jones, the pass to Johnson. Ball against Johnson. From the arc. The Hornets pull it in. Washington's got 4 rebounds now.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
That one goes. Count it.
Rate of baskets assisted. It's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Outside Johnson. Back to Jones. Outside Johnson. Pass to Jones. Fires it. The Hornets pull it in.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Ball finds Plumlee. Hayward outside. Here's Speedy. Can he keep it going? Here's Washington. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Washington's gotten 4 this quarter.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Here's Johnson. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Normally he drains that.
Pass to Hayward. Here's Speedy. That one's good, and it's Hayward with the setup.
Yeah, when Hayward has the ball, he watches all the angles. That's how he finds wide open guys to feed. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hornets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And no question this was a team effort. But you have to love how big a night this was for LaMelo Ball.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Jones misses.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
A nice shot by Speedy.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Johnson passes to Vassell. And he gets that one.
Check out the handles. A spin move like that is how you lose the nearest defender.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Top of the key. Rebounded by Johnson.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Fantastic win tonight, MP.
Thanks, John.
What was your favorite part of tonight's game?
Just picking up that W, man. I could have easily scored 100 tonight. Let's be real. But if we would have gotten that loss, that wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but I think you'd still be pretty happy with 100, no?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got me there. But you know what I mean, John. Stop playing with me. You know what I mean. You know, man, I played this game to win. So if it's great to have this feeling my first time on the NBA floor.
Totally, and it looked like you were having a great time out there, too, so congrats again, MP. I know you were looking forward to this all off season. There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal about the fan base's so-called negative reaction to you on draft day. But I did see quite a few people in the stands supporting you. Mm-hmm. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Community. Community is everything to me, so it's very important for me to have the fans on my side. You know, with that being said, it's only up to me to give them a reason to cheer, to smile, to have something to look forward to. You know, and with the season only just starting, you know, I'm not surprised if they're not fully on board yet.
Okay, but is it fair to you to have to prove yourself like that? Is there any part of you that wishes you were perhaps given the benefit of the doubt?
I mean, is it fair? I don't know. John, life ain't fair. You know, my parents used to always tell me that when I felt bad for myself.
Wise words.
Truly. You know, but as far as, you know, getting the benefit of the doubt goes, I'm more comfortable being in a position where I got to prove myself. Always have, always will. You know, that's just a natural part of sports. You know, first you got to prove yourself to your teammates that you can be trusted to deliver. Then, if you do that and get results, the fans will follow. So I'm not really worried about it.
Cool as a cucumber. I'm sure the fans will love that quote, MP.
Yeah, man.
Hey, thanks for your time.
Anytime, brother. Okay, that's it. All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay, I will let him know.
What up, Rick? You good?
Hey, yeah, just got off the phone with Othello Akpem's assistant, and the big boss man wants to see you.
What about? I mean, he's not one of those super hands-on GMs, is he?
Nah, I mean, that's not really his reputation.
So...
Honestly, I don't know what this is about, man. I mean, I tried to press his assistant for some more info, but all he told me was that Coach Graves will be there, too.
Okay. Something about this feels off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You got any advice?
Go in there with an open mind, see what they want to talk about, and come back here and we'll talk about it.
All right. Bet.
So what you say to MP? Come on in, take a seat.
What's up, MP?
Coach Graves, Mr. Akpem.
What'd I tell you about that? Othello, please.
All right, man, my bad. You got it.
So, about Shep.
Oh, boy, you too.
Now just listen. We knew the PR hit we'd take for picking you over him. But that's all just outside noise. Inside these walls, all we care about is ball.
All right, well, I'm willing to put in the work. On and off the court. So whatever it takes. I actually spoke to Freddie Novak.
You talked to Freddie.
Did I do something wrong by talking to Freddie?
Freddie's a nice guy. I like him. But all this stuff about controlling your own narrative, you're a ball player, not a politician.
We put together a very specific game plan for you. You hit these goals, you're in the starting lineup. Simple as that.
Okay, Freddie made it seem like I had to do a bunch of PR stuff just to get my shot with the Stars.
That's flat out wrong. This Shep stuff has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with your playing time. I want you to focus on your craft, not this PR stuff. Am I clear?
Crystal clear.
Good. I don't need to keep you. But if you ever want to talk, or if Freddie gives you a hard time, whatever, my door is always open.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Akpem.
Othello. Don't mention it. Thank me by putting in the work.
All right. See you, Coach.
See ya.
Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah, I'll link up with you later, man. All right, have a great one.
Yo, you want me to come back?
No, you good.
You sure?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk with you about your meeting with Othello.
To be honest with you, man, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Yeah. So you know something?
Man, I'm all over it.
So what's your take on it then, man? And one ear I got Freddie tell me one thing, and the other I have Othello basically forbidding me to talking to Freddie.
Oh, he forbid you?
Well, not exactly, but he's not happy that I'm talking to him. I mean, the thing is, you know, winning over the fans, I'm all for. It is my thing. It's a great idea. It's well-researched. But Rick, man, if it's me stepping on people's toes, I'm not for it. Look, I don't want to make the coaching staff angry.
That's not going to happen, all right?
So what's the plan, man?
Well, first of all, relax. All right, everything's fine, man. It's just a little palace intrigue. That's all.
Palace intrigue? All right, sure.
Look, your president of basketball ops, Phil Boyer, he's feeling the heat right now. He underestimated the PR hit that he would take by drafting you while Shep is still on the board. And optics, for better or worse, are very important for a man in his position.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a career to consider, so I get it.
Okay, so if you take this whole thing seriously, it'll do a great deal of getting you ahead.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm down for whatever. Just say the word.
All right, that's good. But meanwhile, you still got Othello Akpem thinking that Freddie's some existential threat.
A threat?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, what is he, like, angling for his job? Dude is in marketing, man.
I don't know. Stranger things have happened, man.
Wow. I don't know. Dude seemed pretty straightforward to me.
I mean, that was my read, too, but, I mean, that don't mean Othello's not worried. Look, the way he sees it, Phil's legacy is tied to you, which means that Freddie's got his ear because you come with a lot of media baggage.
Okay, again, that part makes sense.
Okay, plus you got the whole data-driven angle. You got to remember, Othello's old school, like a real scouts and chalkboards type. Thinks that anybody with a computer's trying to push him out the league.
Right.
All right, so all I'm saying is you gotta walk a real fine line here, man. I mean, goes without saying, you have to perform.
Yo, the funny thing is, that does not seem to be the focus right now at all.
Like, I mean, you want the money, right?
Hey.
Then this all comes with it.
Hey, I ain't complaining. I just think it's funny, man.
Look, all this means is that we got to be delicate, all right? So instead of launching this, full-on PR blitz, probably on the lines of what Freddie would want, let's dip our toes in this whole plan to win over the fans.
I think I know what you're saying. You want slow play.
Slow play it, exactly.
All right.
It's not like we won't do nothing. We'll just ease into it. Keep Othello and Freddie happy, which keeps Phil happy.
Okay.
Which makes us one big, happy, slightly dysfunctional family.
Okay. It's all making sense now. So when we start, man.
Well, Mila and Ashley are running point on this, so I'm sure they'll hit you up when they got something to say.
Yo, let them know whenever, wherever, it don't matter. I'm there. I'm your guy. Let's
Okay,
get it.
I get it. Look, in the meantime, you just focus on ball, all right? Hit the goals that Othello and Coach G gave you, win some games maybe, and we're going to be golden.
Win some games?
I'm just saying.
Hey, that ain't no issue.
Yeah, I ain't think it was going to be.
All right, then.
All right, get out there, man.